Hi, Cancer. This is Genevieve with Belladonna and Moonbeams. How are y'all doing? I'm doing really well. This is the reading for Cancer for the week of November 30th through December 6th, 2020. And that means 2020 is almost over. Isn't that amazing? I thought it was never going to end. First of all, we had COVID. We still have COVID, but it started out as COVID. And then we had the riots. And then we had the craziest election in history, which does not seem to be stopping anytime soon. Neither does COVID. So it's just been a tough year. But we are moving to the winter solstice, December 21st, 2020. We have Christmas, December 25th. The age of Aquarius is starting on the winter solstice. There's just so much happening. And there's a lot to celebrate. The age of Aquarius is going to be much better. So the first card I get for Cancers is the Six of Wands, but it's reversed. So it's not quite there, but you are moving into a place to be celebrated for the work you've done and for who you are. So you're going to be celebrated. I think you've been feeling hidden and overlooked, and you don't feel like people are appreciating you. But I believe that you are moving into a place where you will be appreciated and valued for who you are, even though you haven't felt like that's going on right now. The next card I get is the Knight of Pentacles. And I believe this card is you. You've been stuck in a rut, kind of stubborn and kind of afraid to get out of the rut, because by getting out of the rut, you might take a risk. But life is about risk. I hate to tell you that. It's kind of scary, but taking a risk, it's also the way we live our lives. If we stay stuck in a rut, we're never going to live. Never, ever, ever. And the next card we get is the Devil. And I believe this tells me too about that being stuck in a rut. And because the Devil is about breaking addictions and making good changes. So an addiction can be anything. An addiction can be an addiction to chocolate. An addiction can be an addiction to chicken. An addiction can be an addiction of feeling sorry for yourself or being afraid. And this card being stuck in the rut, and this card breaking the addiction of being stuck in the rut. But it's going to lead to people celebrating you. So, is it worth getting out of the rut to get the recognition that you deserve? I think so. But that's completely your call. Now I'm going to pull a card from the Grimoire Tarot deck. And this card is Temperance. This card says that go ahead and be patient and take your time and do things temperately. Don't just jump in and take it all at once. Even though sometimes it's way easier to just jump in. It's like when you're getting in a pool. I am not the person that jumps in the water. For one thing, I might hit the bottom and die. For another thing, I just don't, it's cold. So I go in a little bit at a time. Now that might make me a little colder in the beginning, because first I go in up to my ankles. I'm like, brr. Then I go in up to my knees. Brr. Then I go up to my bathing suit bottom. You know what I'm talking about. Brr. Then I go up to my bathing suit top. Brr. Then I go in up to my shoulders. I'm like, oh, it feels so good. But that's temperance. Some people just jump in. In this case, you're being told to be patient and take your time jumping in. The next card we get is from the Crow Tarot deck. And the card is the Empress, upside down. Turn it over. So this is saying to get in touch with your feminine side, but to go ahead and harvest what it is you need to be harvesting. See, he's getting all the cherries. She is getting the cherries. But at the same time, be in touch with that feminine side. And I'm seeing this card because it's different for every, deck. And the Crow Tarot deck is definitely different than the Rider-Waite. But as the Empress is sweeping in to harvest her fields, she is also getting to see beauty. And so as you're gathering your harvest, see the beauty in that harvest. See the beauty in that forest. Now, the Spellcasting Oracle deck. The first card we get is Life Purpose. So this is a week for you to be looking for that life purpose. Now, it might be why you're feeling like you're in a rut, or why you've been staying in a rut, because you haven't been finding that life purpose. Sometimes we go through life and we're just surviving and we're not seeing our purpose. And we all have a purpose. A person's purpose in life might literally be to affect one single person, who then affects another person and another person and another person. We don't know what our life purpose, we can eventually see them. But what this card is saying is that you need to get in touch with that. What should you be doing? What should you be doing to advance your life and the life of those around you? And what this card says is passion. Your life purpose at this time is to find your passion. What is your passion? Is that to dance naked in the woods? Probably not. But what would you find that would make you passionate? I'm passionate about tarot, obviously, because I have 50 million decks. I'm passionate about my family. I'm definitely passionate about food, which is why I struggle. Actually, I'm just passionate about everything. But you need to find some more passion. I think because you feel like you're stuck in the rut, that you're not actually celebrating life to the fullest. You're not celebrating life to where you need to. And first I see a donkey. Donkeys do two things really well. They protect the livestock in their farm. So they're protectors. And you're a protector of those you love. You're a protector of your environment. You're a protector of your home. But donkeys are also kind of stubborn. So while you're protecting, you need to let go of some of that stubbornness so that you're only protecting what you really need to protect. Sometimes you don't need to protect something. And I see a parrot. A parrot is a bird that lives a long time, like a human, about the same length of life. And they say words that we've taught them, some of which we wish we wouldn't have taught them. That tells me that it is time for you to learn some new words. It's time for you to find the words that express what you need to express. Because you're not expressing what you need to express. And finally, I see an arrow pointing up. This tells me that the part of your life purpose is finding your true north. Everybody's true north is different. Yours may be completely different than mine. But one of your jobs this week is to start finding your life purpose and your true north. Because as you do, you're no longer going to be stuck in a rut. You're going to no longer have the devil hanging over you. But rather, you're going to find something to celebrate. Namaste, y'all. If you want to do a private reading, send me a text to 405-512-9400. I'm going to be asking my pendulum yes and no questions that y'all send me. So send me a text with your questions to 405-512-9400. And go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you never miss another video. or another donkey again. Bye.